So today is Thursday, the 31st of January, and you will be working again out of your book and taking some notes as in the day before. Again, I'll be checking these for points when you get back when I return, and we'll be doing that on Monday. Where you're going to be working today is on the next page, page 240. And what you're looking at is, I would encourage you to open your book to that page now. And on that page, what we're actually investigating today is, how changes in the power models that we've talked about, or we talked about in the previous lesson, is how these changes in A will affect the graphs. So you'll be doing an or be using the graphing calculators again and investigating. So for parts A and B, they asked you to investigate or decide how the choices of A make a difference. And table of value, you're supposed to make a table of values from negative 10 to 10, and then also to, for the different values of A. So you can look at the table. I'm asking you to record in a table. Basically, it looks like this. You're going to list these numbers on there where you have x being -4, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, and 4. You're going to investigate this first for x squared. So at this point you can pause the video if needed, but you want to copy down this table. So what you're going to do is calculate now for y equals 2x squared, what's the value at -4? And that would go in this box right here. Then, look at your table, what happens when it's -2, put that value in. And then you're going to change the equation. Instead of a 2 out front, you're going to change that to a 3, and then again record the values. Put your values, whatever the table says, in each one of these boxes. What you're looking for is to understand, and I would also encourage you to look at the graphs as you do this, what happens to the values. Again, that's what they're asking you. And, basically to look for what changes and comment on that. And then you move on page 240 and do experiment number 4. Well, before I get ahead of myself here, you can do the same thing for part B with the cubes, which would be 2x cubed, then 3x cubed, 5x cubed. So you'll copy down this table again. You can, at this point, pause the video if needed to copy down this table, and you'll be doing the same thing for the x cubed as you do for x squared. After you've completed that, go on to experiment 4. In this case, answer the questions. You'll be investigating again some things as far as not just x squared and x cubed, but x to the 4th, x to the 5th, 6th, 7th, and kind of, what you notice, answer those questions. Also complete the checkpoints. So basically what you're doing today is you're going to be doing page 240, all of it. And what I'm looking for, again, is those specific 2 tables that are indicated here and here, as well as your responses to experiment 4 and the checkpoint. So good luck, and we will see you on Monday.